2 News at 10.
I want people to know that there's help. They can reach out to the suicide hotline. They can reach out to their friend. And if you're a friend and you see somebody that you think might be struggling, it's okay to ask them. It's okay to ask them. It's okay to get help. There is no shame, and there should not be any shame in getting help.
Dozens in the basin walking in solidarity to raise awareness for suicide prevention. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jian Kim. The Out of Darkness Walk was held today, an annual event that sends an important message to those struggling. Big 2's Jake Eichstädt spoke to the organization as well as a family walking for a loved one. So Jake, we hear events like these are even more relevant this year than ever.
That's right, Gian. It's no secret suicide and depression rates have gone up since the pandemic. The CDC says almost half of U.S. adults reported struggling with mental health. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention hopes walks like this help with the prevention and awareness, even if they aren't physically bringing people who are grieving together.
It's an important cause. I mean, whenever he first passed away, I didn't know where to reach out to. I didn't know how to get support, grief support for suicide, and with a lot of internet search I was able to find AFSP and the walk, and it's very healing for me.
Kathy Purdett is walking this year in the 11th annual Out of Darkness Walk for her husband Lane, who lost his battle in June of 2019. In memory of their beloved Lane, the family releasing butterflies.
It was something special this year, since our walk is having to be in a different way and everybody's walking in different locations with their team. I wanted to take some time, and we'll release the butterflies as kind of a celebration of his life. I want to remember the joy that he gave and the beauty that he did bring to this world.
Lane was one of 3,930 lives lost in Texas to suicide just last year. That number, experts predict, is going to be even higher in 2020. Due to the pandemic, only half of the number of people from last year signed up.
We know rates have increased this year because of the pandemic, and so we have to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to tell people what resources are available.
The walk featured a parenting event with the Family Resiliency Center. The FRC is also starting a support group for the first time Tuesday for anyone grieving from suicide.
We want to make sure that suicide prevention is always at the forefront of people's minds. So that's one of the things that we do here at the FRC, is for people who are struggling and need somewhere to talk to somebody, they can come here.
If you missed your chance to walk along, no worries. The walk will continue. Registration and donations are open through the end of the year. More information on how to get involved and support others in this fight, you can head to our website, yourbasin.com. Reporting in studio, Jake Eichstädt, Big 2 News.